Velocity TV begins now.
And your source for esports racing is live. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Full Velocity Racing Network live tonight at the Limaland Motorsports Park. It is Sunday night. It is DWR time. It is time for the Sunday Shootout Street Stock Series. And you guys are locked and loaded in the right place here live via Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitch TV. Hello, everybody. Phil the Cast here along with Jack Chew and running the controls. The Phil and Jack attack back at you here again for a Sunday night. Missing my partner in crime, Mr. Todd Stanton. Work in his order tonight. I believe he's already headed off to work, and he's going to be there till about tomorrow afternoon. So we're going to let Todd have his fun in the sun out there tonight working, and we're going to be out here doing it up live at the Limaland Motorsports Park, having a great time with the Sunday Shootout Series. But before we get racing tonight, let's start listening trackside. Let's pay honor to this great nation, the United States of America, with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red bells bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
All right, back here live on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network, live tonight inside the Limaland Motorsports Park. Probably the most crazy of the racetracks out here in iRacing, where a lot of stuff always goes on, and we're happy to take you aboard here live tonight through the airwaves. But if you guys do me a favor out there watching and listening, like our link out there, share our links all over the place, and let everybody know Phil and Jack are out here tonight live with the gang at DWR, the absolute pinnacle of iRacing dirt leagues, and nobody does the street stocks better than this gang right here. Let's take you down trackside for our starting lineup presented by Voiles Trucking. Tonight's Hard Motorsports Quick Time goes to the driver of car number 73 at 15.081. For number 73 of Stephen Moore with the number 18 of Kyle Surratt alongside. The 926 rolls off third tonight. That is Barrett Bishop with the number 97 of Rocky Batfield on the outside of row 2. Row 3 has a 010 of Casey Brunson. The number 53 of Chad Rigby rolls off on the outside. Mason Nichols of the 055. Flanked by the 073 of Steve Robbins. Trace Williams of the number 60 making up our 9-car field for 8 laps around. We're already green here in Limaland and completing lap number 1. 73 of Stephen Moore going to lead them off of turn number 2, but Kyle Surratt's number 18 going to pester him all the best he can down to the inside over in turn number 3. Now he'll slide up the racetrack. I think better the move down low. Surratt falling in behind the race leader, Stephen Moore. Stephen picking up a win here last week at DWR. It was a big win for him here as Barrett Bishop rides in the 3rd spot. Rocky Batfield's number 97 in for 4th off of turn number 4. We stay single file completing lap number 3. Good battle going on back there for position number 5. And keep in mind, top 4 will transfer on into the A main with 35 cars here tonight. We are no doubtly going to have some consolation rounds and some drivers sent home as we go halfway here in heat race number 1. Stephen Moore, Kyle Surratt, Barrett Bishop, Rocky Batfield holding on to that final transfer over Casey Brunson, Chad Rigby, and Mason Nichols back there with Trace Williams running out the field as we put already 5 laps complete, working now on lap number 6. The race leader down into turn number 3. Stephen Moore, the number 73. Kyle Surratt under pressure from the inside. Good run down low right away for the driver of car number 926, Barrett Bishop, looking down to the low side off the exit of turn number 2. And he has that thing rolling, but this time by, we're going to get white flag up in the air. One more trip around for Stephen Moore, a guy who has just come to life here in the last 6 months and has just put together good run after good run. Finally got that win off his, the monkey went off his back a couple weeks ago, and now off turn number 4 picks up the win in heat race number 1 over Kyle Surratt. Barrett Bishop in for 3rd. Rocky Batfield will claim the final transfer. Casey Brunson, Chad Rigby, Mason Nichols, Steve Robbins, and Trace Williams will go on into our consolation rounds tonight that'll follow heat racing action. 4 of them on the docket, but before heat race number 2 gets on the grid and rolling, what do you say we thank our great sponsors that make the network go round night after night? We have to thank the folks at Hanover Wrecker Service, iRacing, iFlag, Voiles Trucking, BladeNode.com, South Texas Speedway, Montstar Productions, TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Evil One Graphics, and Full Throttle with the gent over on YouTube. Without none of them and none of you out there that watch us night after night, we are very thankful and gracious for all the support you give us here coming in and tune in. If you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube, you're on Twitch, if you're out there sharing, you're catching this live, watching this back later. Without you guys, none of this is absolutely possible, and we are happy to do what we do here live. Is heat race number 2 about a lap away from going under green. Let's go trackside with the lineup on the pole. Will be car number 91 of Tyson Pankow with the number 13 of Caleb Ramsey on the outside of the front row. In row number 2, the number 61 Bulletproof Motorsports machine of Josh Peacock with the number 631 of Alex Cummings. Eric Eichstadt rolls off to 5th in car number 12. Chris Miller on the board, the number 9. He rolls off 6th with Justin Gledhill in the number 51 with the number 75 of Dan Worthington. And Lucas Chow in the number 143 going to round out our 9-car field for heat race number 2 is the iRacing iFlag green flag already in the air. And we are racing down through the back straightaway and into turn number 3 for the first time off the corner. This is a terrific race. Pankow going to lead with Caleb Ramsey. The battle is for that 3rd spot down in the turn number 1 and the green card down low. Josh Peacock, the number 61. Alex Cummings, the 631. He's going to try to dig it on the outside through turns number 3 and 4. An outside lane always seems to be dominant early here in Limaland, and I don't expect nothing less as we race it out for 3rd over there. 3rd and 4th. That's a final transfer off of turn number 2 and into the back straightaway into 3. Now it is Peacock versus Cummings. Pankow continuing to lead. Caleb Ramsey, your 4 of the top 4, but looking on the outside, looking in 5th right now. Eric Eichstadt, that number 12, all over the back bumpers of that 631 and 61. You got Justin Gledhill now up into the 6th spot. Can Eric Eichstadt make his way to the top 4? He is going to bring down number 12. Eichstadt wraps the sheet over turn number 1, a single file formation. All chasing race leader into 3 as we're going to be halfway home this time. All right, we're past halfway. We're going to complete lap number 5, put lap 6 on the board. Heat races 8 laps here. Field program out of 10 and get back into the 8 round because that's where we're at here in Limaland and off the corner. Down the back shooting a 3 and 4, where next time we'll see 2 to go for Tyson Pancow's number 91. Caleb Ramsey's number 13 car riding in position number 2 and so far uncontested. Third place running Josh Peacock comfortably in position. Alex Cummings is the guy on the bubble right now to the good, but Eric Eichstadt behind him in car number 12 trying to make something magical happen through the last circuit because white flag up in the air. One more trip around off the back chute down the straightaway into turn number 3 for the final time off the corner. Tyson Pankow going to take down the win. Drag race for second will go to Caleb Ramsey with a last-ditch effort there from Josh Peacock. Josh will get third. Alex Cummings grabs fourth. Eric Eichstadt, Justin Gledhill, Chris Miller, Dan Worthington, Lucas Chout make up our race for heat race number 2. Those fellows will go on into the consolation rounds. That'll follow us here with 2 more heat races left to go. What I would say once again, got to thank the gang over at Hanover Record Service. Got to thank Tyler Blankenship and all the gang over there. Doing all they do, they support so much out here in the iRacing Dirt community. A lot for the network here at the Full Velocity Racing Network, and so much for so many other great folks out there. Check them out on Facebook today, Hanover Record Service. Go over to google.com, look up Hanover Record, get his search portfolio over there on Google as well. So Tyler, we appreciate that. Thank Tyler and all the gang over there at Hanover Record Service. Proud yellow flag sponsor of the Full Velocity Racing Network as we get ready to go for heat race number 3. So let's go trackside and take you to the front row and on the pole. Aboard car number 16, that is David Blackberg with the number 8 alongside the Team Elite Machine for Austin Miners. In row number 2 with car number 1, one of the 3 champions of the Sunday Shootout Series. Aboard the 1 is Alex Brewer with the number 36 of John Moncurt on the outside of the second row. Row number 3, we find car number 11 of Kyle Moyer with the number 111 of Jared Brigance on the outside of row 3. It's a row of 1s right there. The 188 of Wes Wygand rolls off tonight from position 7. Kevin Prettyman rolls off from 8th aboard car number 88. And Henry Jones goes shotgun on the field with car number 25. The call for 9. They're all there. Let's go at it for 8 laps around. I race the guy flag, green flag up in the air. And David Blackberg going to take that beautiful number 16 down into turn number 1. But Austin Miners right on the initial start pulls a high-low switch, and Alex Brewer going to go to the inside 3 wide. Who's going to get fried for the race lead to complete lap number 1? Miners rolls up the racetrack, bounces off of the 16, gets into the side of the 1, and we stay 3 wood deep over in 1 and 2. Who is going to win the race for the race lead? Now it must be 4 wide race for that top spot into turn number 3. And look at Alex Brewer using the low side. Miners with the slide job. Holy crap, how do these guys keep these cars straight? Terrific driving between that number 1 and that number 8. Trot Blackberg's in the 16 back to the 3rd spot, and 4th final tricks for held right now by Kyle Moyer. But for how long? Because these guys are just getting after it. Up in the top 3, Moyer rides along in the 4th spot, and he may find some pressure there. Behind from Jared Brigance in the 111, you got John Moncurge 36, Wes Wygand's number 188. Those guys all looking for room off turn number 4 and still racing for the race lead as Alex Brewer leads halfway home here. But look at the run down low for car number 8, Austin Miners trying to find that grip to the low side. Here comes that number 16 of David Blackberg. He'll look up the outside. Drag race for second, door to door off of 4. Give the advantage by a skosh at the line to that number 16 of David Blackberg, but Austin going to fight back down low with the number 8. Alex Brewer going to lead them into turn number 3 and 4, where we see 2 to go from the starter stand. 2 more trips around the quarter-mile Limaland Motorsports Park for car number 1. Off in at turn number 1, David Blackberg now claims position number 2. Miners back to 3rd, and the drama around that transfer spot pretty quiet right now. Kyle Moyer holding off John Moncurt and Jared Brigance back there running 5th and 6th respectively as white flag. White silk over the field for the 1 car. Austin Miners going to try one more shot down to the low side of David Blackberg over in turn number 3 and 4, but checkered goes in the air. Heat race number 3 goes to Alex Brewer. Terrific race right there. Alex taking down the win. David Blackberg for 2. Austin Miners gets 3. Kyle Moyer will race on into the A main. He'll finish up 4th. John Monkern and Jared Brigance running 5th and 6th with Wes Wygand. Henry Jones, Kevin Prettyman running at the 9-car field there for heat race number 3. That one was fantastic. Thank these guys for having a good race. You want to be a step above the competition? Well, look no further than our buddy Jeff Brown over at iRacingIFlag.com. If you do not have one of those iFlag telemetry widgets, well, they make a great addition to your sim racing rig. You will have the upper hand every time to put you head and shoulders above. Check them out today at iRacingIFlag.com and thank all they do. They support so many great leagues, so many great teams. I want to say hey to all you out there watching aboard Facebook Live. I've seen the likes of your buddy Justin Pruitt out there. I see Charlie Milner out there. Charlie, hope all is well, buddy. See Josh and Jessica Myers out there. Hope they're rooting for Climber time out here for David Climber. Glad to see all the support. Hope that chat box stays alive all night long. We'll be here all night with the duration with these guys. DWR Sunday Shootout Series Heat Race number 4 taking out to the racetrack now. Let's take it to the Voiles Trucking starting lineup on the pole. Aboard car number 10, racing Jason Salter with the number 319 of David Brewer on the outside. Row 2, it's Climber time. David Climber, the number 98 with the number 86 of Derek Fetgenhauer. Row number 3, Jim Revis of the Evil One Graphics, number 21, Justin Holt in the 311. Brandon Culp in the 122 with Stephen Redunes in the number 78, and Karen Barber rolling out in the field. Jaron Carver aboard car number 42 rolls off P9. iRacing iFlag, green flag up in the air. We go racing off through turns row 1 and 2. Already down the back chute into 3 and 4 to complete lap number 1. Jason Salter in that awesome looking number 10 leads the field off the corner. A battle of Davids in 1 and 2 as we stack them up. Brewer and Climber get together. That's going to stack the field up, leave it now 3 wide for second down off into turn number 3. Fetgenhauer's in there. I see Jim Revis in the fray. Justin Holt, the 311, also in that mix as well as they work their way off turn number 4. Salter leading now where Fetgenhauer, Holt, and Revis holding on to that final transfer spot. And man, the seas parted. David Brewer, David Climber getting together. Battle of the Davids over there. Goliath not winning over there as well. Nobody got the big win in that battle. Jason Salter leading them off turn number 2, where next time by. Cross flags going down on the field. 4 in, 4 to go for that Trash Panda Graphics. Car number 10, Jason Salter. Derek Fetgenhauer running in second. And how about the 311 there? Justin Holt running in that 3rd spot. Jim Revis down low in the number 21. Not content to just have that final transfer. He needs more. He is going to look for 3rd through turns number 3 and 4. 21 attempting to slide up the hill, but that could be tedious times there, because look at David Climber, the number 98. He is rolling up high, or that's Brewer, the number 319, I should say. High, wide, and handsome. They're running the outside lane. That may get Jim Rever. And Revis turns around. Oh, no. Jim Revis turned around here as we come to 2 to go on the field. Revis around. Salter continuing to lead over Fetgenhauer. Holt, and now Brandon Culp in the 122 is going to grab that 4th and final spot as Salter sees the white flag. Him and Fetgenhauer run away and hit there. It's 5 car lengths to the 2. You look back there to 3rd, and that's where you find Justin Holt. The race is going to be for that final transfer off of turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag going to go to Jason Salter. Derek Fetgenhauer going to grab 2nd. 3rd will go to Justin Holt. The race for 4th goes to Brandon Culp. In the 122, going to send David Brewer and David Climber. Stephen Redunes, Jim Revis, Jaron Carver are all going off into consolation rounds. They are going to be loaded. Let's see how many of them that we throw on the docket here tonight. We're going to have 2 consolation events, 2 of them, and those are going to be highly anticipated and much stake on the line. Looks like 10 drivers going to draw. Top 5 will transfer out into the A main. God, this is going to be a lot of fun. If you guys haven't done so already, check out our friends Brian and Kathy Voiles over at Voiles Trucking. They're located in Beebe, Arkansas, doing commercial freight transfers and truck leasing. No job too big or too small. Give them all a shout today. They do so much over here at Full Velocity and so much for the entire sim racing community. Much responsible for our NR 2003 commitments there today. Check out Brian and Kathy Voiles over on Facebook, Voiles Trucking. And what do you say we get ready to go with B main number 1, or call it the C main? It's Consi round number 1. Let's go trackside with the starting the lineup here with the pole sitter, car number 010 of Casey Brunson, with number 36 of John Monkern. The 53 is Chad Rigby. Jared Brigance rolls off 4th in the 111. The 055 of Mason Nichols starts 5th, Wes Wygand, the 188, rolls off the outside of row 3. Steve Robbins and Henry Jones make up row number 4 with Trace Williams and Kevin Prettyman. 10 cars. What do you say we go racing here next time around? We're only the top 5. 5 transfer to the main event. We are sending cars home tonight here at DWR. This is how I feel that these consolation rounds should go. Let's race it out. Let's make guys earn the spot. Let's send them home. And if nobody's going home, we let them all race. Well, no waste of time here. Consolation rounds making them tear up race cars. What do you say? We go I racing, guy flag, green flag. Off of turn number 4, Casey Brunson going to lead John Monkern down into turns number 1 and 2. And look at that drag race off the corner. Get Rigby there in the number 53. He looks down to the low side. Casey going to carry him off the corner to lead lap number 1, but Rigby going to stay right there on the low side. In car number 53, you got John Monkern and Mason Nichols riding third and fourth right now. Wes Wygand, the number 188, he has put his way into the top 5 early issues. For Jared Brigance, the 111, he is now outside of a transfer position in the 111. He has work to do as we work down into turn number 3 and 4, completing lap number 3. So 10 laps of distance here. Top 5 transfer out, and so far Casey Brunson doing the job up front. Chad Rigby in there for second. The race is for third over in turn number 3. A battle of Mason Nichols in the 055 and John Monkern in the 36. Don't count out that 188 Wes Wygand either. He holds that final transfer. Got about a car length to an advantage right now for himself. So we take it off into turn number 3 and 4. This time by, cross flags go in the air for Casey Brunson as they get crossed up through the corner. Mason Nichols going to be a little bit sideways, stays in that throttle. The 055 keeps it digging on that low side. Looks only running for third. He's trying to make his way to the inside of Rigby for second through that fourth corner, but Casey Brunson continuing to lead Rigby in for 2. Can Mason Nichols work over the inside lane, or is that going to help a guy on the outside like Rigby, or right behind John Monkern's number 36? Wes Wygand right now has a gap between himself and the 5th spot. Look behind and you find Henry Jones back there, Jared Brigance, Kevin Prettyman, Trace Williams, Steve Robbins. It looks like the 073 has pulled his car into the pit area, so that's going to be the first retiree, the first one off on the hook tonight. The 073 of Steve Robbins will fail to transfer into a 60-lap A main, but this one here, already 2 to go on the field. Off of turn number 2, we're going to try to battle it out for the race win over in 3 and 4 as we come to the white flag. Casey Brunson leads, but Mason Nichols has thrown the absolute Hail Mary, running the inside lane the whole time, and has made it work to, dare I say, almost perfection as they're in number 2 for the final time. Down the chute and into 3 and 4. Checkered flag goes in the air. Brunson versus Nichols for the race win. Give it to Casey Brunson at the line. Mason Nichols, a terrific run, gets him second. Chad Rigby will claim the 3rd spot. John Monkern 4th. Wes Wygand grabs the final transfer with Henry Jones, Trace Williams, Jared Brigance, Kevin Prettyman joining Steve Robbins as the 5 drivers that do not race their way on into the A main. So we've sent 5 already home for the night. We've got B main number 2, or the B main, or Copsy number 2, or whatever the heck you want to call it out there on the racetrack. It's a last chance for these drivers to race their way on into the main event. Let's, once again, thank one of our great sponsors here. How about the gang over at BladeNode.com? Simple web solutions powered by nerds. They do great things. They got some simple web hosting if you need that for a website. Or how about a VPS server if you like gaming? Or how about going one step further with a dedicated server? Well, look no further than our friends over at BladeNode.com. Again, simple web solutions powered by nerds. And if you use promo code FDRN, you will get 25% off your first monthly or yearly subscription. So once again, check them out over at BladeNode.com, where consolation event number 2 out to the racetrack for 10 laps around, 10 cars at the ready. Let's take it to the starting lineup there on the pole aboard the Eichstadt Raps. Car number 12, that is Eric Eichstadt, with the number 319 of David Brewer on the outside of the front row. Row number 2 has car number 51, our old buddy Justin Glenhill, with the number 98, David Clymer. Clymer time on the outside of row number 2. Row 3, the inside, our buddy from Hart Motorsports of our car number 9. That is Chris Miller with the number 78 of Stephen Radunes on the outside of row 3. Dan Worthington rolls off tonight, 7th of 75. Jim Revis, the evil one, He comes from the outside of row number 4, position number 8. And in our final row, we find Lucas Shout in the 143, Jaron Carver aboard the 42, iRacing iFly, green flag up in the air. 10 more circuits around the quarter mile to settle it. Who are going to be the remaining 5 cars into the main event? We're going to find out, because off of turn number 4, completing lap number 1, Eric Eichstadt going to lead them down, but David Brewer makes a look to the inside. A 3-way battle up front here, because look at David Clymer, the 98. He is wasting no time making the excitement happen. They don't call it Clymer time for a reason. 98 trying to look down for the race lead, but he falls back in line. Eichstadt carries the corner off of turn number 2. David Brewer's 319 nestled down to the bottom. He's going to try to make ways for the race lead. They make a little bit of contact off the corner. Doesn't impede the run. I was expecting David Clymer to be right there in that battle with the number 98, but he rides in position number 3 in the number 98 outside lane. We find Justin Gledhill, the 51. How about Jim Revis, the number 21, trying to make his waves up on through the field. Jim up into the top 5 in that final transfer spot. He's almost got half his work done, because next time by halfway home, 5 in, 5 to go. And look at this 2x2 battle off of turn number 4, racing for the lead. 3-car race for that 3rd spot as well. It does not get no better than this, folks. This is why DWR is the pinnacle of iRacing dirt leagues. They put it on display night after night, and even guys racing off into a consolation last chance qualifier give you some terrific racing. I don't care what league you're in. These guys are the classiest bunch of the all. Check them out over at Dirt Warrior Racing as we head off into turn number 3. The battle for the race lead for the time being going to Eric Eichstadt, David Brewer, David Clymer, Jim Revis, Justin Gledhill's number 51. Justin clinging to that final transfer spot off of turn number 2. He looks in the mirror. He's got company looming, because you see the likes of Steve Radunes, the number 78, Dan Worthington's number 75, a little bit distant back. 6-car breakaway up front where only the top 5 will transfer on, and it is Eric Eichstadt going to lead the field into turn number 3 and 4, where this time he is going to see the white silk up in the air. One more trip around the quarter mile. The Eichstadt wraps number 12, the pride of Dirt Warrior Racing. Eric Eichstadt leading the field off of turn number 2. David Brewer, does he have one more run? David Clymer, will he throw a Hail Mary from 3rd as we're in 3 and 4 for the final time? Checkered flag going up in the air. Give heat of B-Main number 2 to Eric Eichstadt, David Brewer, David Clymer, Jim Revis, Justin Gledhill going to survive on into the A-Main. Stephen Radunes, Dan Worthington, Chris Miller, Lucas Chout, Jaron Carver going to be the 5 cars exiting stage right for the A-Main. So tough break for those guys. I'm glad they came out. 35 drivers showed up tonight at DWR, and only 26 will race into the main event. So what do you say? We try to take this thing trackside really quick, but before we do that, what do you say we thank another one of our great sponsors? And how about our buddy Scott Bargloff down at the South Texas Speedway? It is Corpus Christi's place to race, a tremendous joint down there. Follow them very closely, and you can as well if you're not in that part of the country. Visit them today on the web, southtxspeedway.com. Give those guys a look up, because they are absolutely terrific. Scott and the gang down there do wonderful things. So you can see them a lot of the times on Race on Texas as well. Give those guys a look as well. So check them out, South Texas Speedway, southtxspeedway.com. All right, A-Main Racing getting ready to go 60 laps around here tonight. Let's take you through our Voiles Trucking starting lineup on the pole aboard car number 73. Set tonight's quick time. That is Stephen Moore, and alongside the number 91 of Tyson Pankow. In row number 2 with the number 1 is Alex Brewer with Jason Salter. Racing Jason on the outside of row number 2. Kyle Surratt rolls off 5th from car number 18 with Caleb Ramsey and the number 13. David Blackburn has the 16 car with the number 86 of Derek Fedkenhauer. The 926 of Barrett Bishop makes up the inside of row 5. Starting off 10th, deep in the field tonight will come Josh Peacock at the number 61. Austin Miners rolls off with the 8 car. Justin Holt in the 311. Rocky Backfield in the 97. 631 is Alex Cummings. The 11 is Kyle Moyer. The 122 of Brandon Culp. Casey Brunson in the 010. Eric Eichstadt, Mason Nichols, David Brewer, Chad Rigby, David Clymer, John Moncur, Jim Revis, Wes Wygan, Justin Glenhill make up our 26-car field. I race the guy flag. Green flag goes up in the air. Let's go racing. 60 circuits around the quarter mile here. Limaland Motorsports Park exiting turn number 4. Completing lap number 1. Stephen Moore going to hold on to the race lead. Good race for second. Off into the first quarter. Tyson Pankow up high. Alex Brewer, the number 1 car. He will take a peek down low, down the back chute over in turn number 3. Brewer down low in that black number 1. Black number 91 of Pankow up high off of turn number 4. Racing out for position number 2. Look at the race lead. Stephen Moore has already eclipsed. I said for Stephen, I saw the guy knocking on the door of a win for so long, and I said, buddy, if you get one, the floodgates may open, and so far so good in the opening laps for Stephen Moore. Pankow now makes a break on the outside lead. He's going to grab second. Alex Brewer clinging to life for third, but a great battle up high because Jason Salters, number 10, is there. Kyle Surratt, the 18, Caleb Ramsey, the 13, David Blackberg, and the number 16 car. Great racing going on upside the top 10. Don't want to look away and miss any of it, but they are stacked up all over the place. Great racing, tremendous amount of respect, and this is what I think we're going to see for a duration of 60 laps around the quarter mile. Limaland Motorsports Park said the guy with the horse head on a stick's been here a little while. We've already seen the guy with the mannequin head running around, and I don't know. We'll see what else we can find. I see some guy with a cape even in there running. We think the Superman was one of the superheroes for sure. Somebody maybe help me out, figure out who that was. But right now, the superhero up front, car number 73 is Stephen Moore. Off of turn number 2, Tyson Pankow has wrestled second spot all to himself, leaving Alex Brewer to race for that third position. Jason Salters, number 10, trying to do everything he can down to the low side. In car number 10, in the 18 of Kyle Surratt right there as well. Now puts Salter up into the third spot as I was looking here back, checking on a little battle going on back here around the back part of the top 10 where guys like Derek Fedkin have a run with Barrett Bishop, Josh Peacock back there, Justin Holt, Alex Cummings, Austin Miners. That's our names you could call for the race win. Those guys trying to race their way even into the top 10. So that just shows the strength of the field over here at DWR tonight as we put 9 laps of 60 on the board off of turn number 2 with a 5-car length advantage to the 73 down into turn number 3 and 4. Basically all single file right now inside the top 10 as we'll try to take a run back to the mid part of the field. And look at the run through the middle of that corner right there for Tyson Pankow. Got really loose off the bumper of Jason Salter. Thought that may be a change for position. They'll keep it straight for the time being, so we'll go back here and see if we can't find some good racing in the back part of the top 10. I'm going to go back and check on our race between Derek Fedkenauer, Josh Peacock back there running 8th and 9th. You see Barrett Bishop there in a 10th spot. You've got Alex Cummings, Austin Miners, Rocky Batfield, Casey Brunson, Eric Eichstadt. That's top 15, folks. That's not top 5. That's top 15. Amazing group of race cars here. It does not get no better than DWR on a Sunday and a Wednesday night. If you love street stock racing, well, you've got to look no further than this awesome league out there. And if you guys out there watching right now could do me a favor, like the link, share the link, let everybody know, spread the word. It is right here tonight in Lima, Ohio with the Phil and Jack Attack of Full Velocity Racing Network. Yes, I know we're missing the voice here of Todd Stanton, I guess the star of the show. And likes to call himself whatever he is. I'll let you guys decide which one is the real star. I think Jack's the star of the three of us because he's the guy down there pushing the buttons. Well, off of the fourth turn, Stephen Moore continuing to lead the field off into turn number 1 and 2. Pankow still for that second spot. Salter still comfortably in third as that I'm clicking back through the field here. So something breaks up in the top 5. We'll have to go back and catch it, but I see Alex Brewer back here in the 1 car. I believe is at the 1. Yes, it was. That was battling, it looked like, for position for a brief second underneath the number 18 of Kyle Surratt. Tough to tell the 18 from where I was sitting there. It is the 18 of Kyle Surratt up in position number 4. Doing it all right now. Looking outside the top 5, you find the likes of Caleb Ramsey in 6th with David Blackbird, Barrett Bishop, Justin Holt, Derek Fedkenauer running up the top 10 until our first caution flag of the night. First Hanover Record Service yellow flag finds us on lap number 18. Yellow. Slow it on down for the first time here tonight with a 26-car main event and see if we can't find a BladeNo.com Full Velocity Racing Network instant replay, let you know the reasoning why we're under the yellow flag. And it looks like it may be the 12 of Eric Eichstadt that instigated the contact out there, as Jack shows you off a replay. And he ran into the back of the 631 of Alex Cummings, sent those two guys around for a little bit of a tailspin. And our first yellow flag of the night, Eric Eichstadt not looking for the win. Guess he needed the first yellow flag of the night. Mindy asked him what he's thinking, because I don't think Eric wanted to bring out that yellow. First one of the night here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. If you guys have not done so, you need to go over to our new home base out there. FullVelocityTV.com is the absolute best way to keep up with all we have going on as far as the race calendar goes, our episodes planned. You know, great events we have coming up. How about looking at our great sponsors? We have so many that we're so thankful for. But also, you can look to ways to what you can look at all the contributors, so many, and ways you can also become involved here at the network. Check us out, FullVelocityTV.com, as we go back racing on lap number 22. So getting toward the middle stages of this race now. Stephen Moore leading Tyson Pankow, Jason Salter, Kyle Surratt. They made up your first two rows off of turn number 4. And the 73 has just done the money here tonight. He has done the work. He is leading this field off the second turn, but they are too wide back here for position number 2 on back. Pankow versus Salter. Kyle Surratt back there in the 18, maybe looking to make some waves as well, as they stay too wide back there. Second and third on back, and now maybe a run to the outside lane for Tyson Pankow on 91. Could he race his way all the way up to the race lead from the high lane of the racetrack? It's not a bad thing to do. It's not a thing to try, and Tyson can certainly make it work, as Stephen Moore going to have to play defense now from not only the high lane, but the low side as well, because that 18 of Surratt looks like he found something over there in the bottom lane of 3 and 4, and I think maybe, just maybe, Tyson Pankow saw that out of the mirror, because all of a sudden that 91 car is looking down to the low side under Stephen Moore. Stephen able to hold on. Tyson gets a little bit loose. Surratt fires back up high. Give the 18 now, position number 2. 91 firing back down low. They stay 2 and now almost 3 wide for 4th. Off of turn number 4 with the likes of Caleb Ramsey doing the work in there. Jason Salter, Barrett Bishop in there. Alex Brewer now drop kick back to the 7th spot, as these guys are doing, just put in work. Nothing more I can say about it. Putting in straight work. Caleb Ramsey at number 13 doing a hell of a job up through the middle, trying to make it happen. Now almost 4 wide off of turn number 2, racing back there for positioning in 6th on back over into turns number 3 and 4, and terrific pictures here. Glad we got Jack down there tonight showing this off, and just awesome racing going on here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. How about the 926 car? Barrett Bishop now up into the top 5. He has brought Derek Fedkenhauer with him in the number 86, but you got guys like Alex Brewer, David Blackburn. How about Justin Holt trying to hold on to the position in the top 10? And now Austin Miners trying to make it happen, but racing on for the lead. Stephen Moore under fire from Kyle Surratt and the number 18, and it looks like Kyle using the outside, putting that car up against the wall. Going to be scored the race leader, Stephen Moore. As we get halfway in, 30 in, 30 on the board. The 73 has led all the laps until the very last one. Kyle Surratt now working him over up top. 18 once again scored the race leader last time around. Can Stephen Moore find the magic back on the low side? Or is he going to have to give way to that mighty number 18? They stay door to door off of 4. 4 positioning in the top crown here tonight in the Limaland Motorsports Park. 18 leading the 73. Moore going to fight back on the bottom. Man, I hope that comes back for the 73, because you like seeing a guy like that who's been an underdog here for a while all of a sudden start positioning himself as a super heavyweight contending for a win. Kyle Surratt now going to keep that car glued up high. 73 makes a big run to the inside, but you can see how deep he drove it in. Kyle able to carry him off the 2 down the back straightaway. Tyson Pankow's number 91. He's running the cushion up high as well, ripping the lip, and he's going to make a bid for second into turn number 1 and 2. But we're going to slow it back down again, because our second yellow flag, head of a record service, yellow flag number 2, finds us on lap number 35. So yellow, 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 slow him back down, and I think, oh man, this is a heavy hitter involved here. Car number 86, Derek Fedkenhauer to the rear of the field. There's issues happening there with the 86 car. Jack will take a look with the BladeNote.com full velocity instant replay and show exactly what the story is of why we found ourselves under our second caution flag of the night. And It looks like he got into the side of Barrett Bishop of the 926, upset Barrett's run as well. And they just scattered everywhere from there, putting us under yellow flag for the second time here tonight on lap number 37. Hope you guys are enjoying your source for esports racing tonight live at the Full Velocity Racing Network. Give our buddy Jake Keel a follow over at Monster Productions as he's hashtag Make Dirt Track Racing Great Again. We are doing it here tonight. Dirt track racing always great, and as Jake would say, bring a friend out to the racetrack. Let's expose everybody to race. I don't care if it's dirt or it's asphalt. I come from the asphalt side. Expose people to greatness of short track racing, of grassroots racing in general. Check them out today over at Monster Productions. They do it up. Jake on his way to Knoxville here in the next couple of days for the Nationals as we go off turn number 4 and go iRacing I flag. Green flag back on the field where Kyle Surratt now leading Stephen Moore on the outside lane of turn number 3 and 4 as they are stacking it up in the turn over there, and we are going to slow it down. Once again, yellow, 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 just as we hit lap number 40. The field comes back to a screeching halt, and looking over the field here, maybe the hopes of a couple others has as well, as I did see the 61 of Josh Peacock had pit side, so developing story there. Brandon Culput damaged. Now the 319 of David Brewer may have been involved in something as Jack will take a look once again with BladeNo.com Full Velocity Instant Replay, and let's see the story. It looks like there was some calamity going on back there. The 97 car got turned around. The 36 of John Moncourt, I believe, in the back of a 97, stacked them all up and put us under yellow flag. Once again here tonight at the Limaland Motorsports Park, where now Tyson Pankow has claimed the race lead aboard car number 91 with Kyle Surratt, Jason Salter, and Barrett Bishop and Caleb Ramsey, as Jack is giving me the oohs and the ahs. 319 of David Brewer to the outside wall, as I don't know if he's taking a look at that, but we're going back to iRacing I flag, green flag on the racetrack as we begin lap number 43. Tyson Pankow can do all the right things up front. Stephen Moore disappeared on that one as well. Was he involved in some of the contact because the 73 car has dropped now outside the top 10? So tough break for Stephen Moore, who was the darling here in the first 30 laps leading the field. But now Tyson Pankow leads them off of turn number 2. 3 deep and more carnage and somebody around in the back straightaway. And I believe that may have been the 926 pointed the wrong direction. So head of a record service yellow flag. Finding us back here at Limaland, and yellows breed yellows, especially at a tight racetrack like this. And I did see Barrett Bishop's number 926 around. I'm not sure if it was Alex Brewer in the number 1 that got in the back of, I believe it was. Austin Miners, the number 8 involved. Haven't talked about Miners up front all night long as he's been trying to battle his way back on through. Yellow flag on the speedway now on lap number 45. Thank BladeNo.com for the coverage of all our instant replays here on the network. Jim Revis also getting a squeak by there in the number 21 car. Jim out there running in the Evil One number 21. He currently runs in position number 9. Tyson Pankow leading Jason Salter. Caleb Ramsey, number 13, now running in third with Kyle Surratt. David Blackberg, Rocky Batfield, the big monkey, been kind of quiet, but he's got that car all rattled up in the outside of row number 3. Stephen Moore now back up to 7th. Austin Miner is running in 8th. Casey Brunson up to the top 10, running 9th. Jim Revis is going to restart 10th as we go back. iRacing I flag, green flag here in Limaland. Pankow and Salter, your front row off of turn number 2. I'm watching it stack up at the back again. I did see somebody go around over there, and that's going to slow it back down. Yellow, yellow, yellow once again, so it may be time. I know it's expensive, but all the overtime Todd's working this week, he can afford the call out there. Let's page Dr. Green. Let's get some elixir for the yellow fever, because that page truck is now starting to log some laps. It was a 10 of Casey Brunson into the side of Stephen Moore back there, and it was a just big check up and stack up and slow him down, and it's starting to wad him up. We've had some good racing going on here early with minimal yellow flags, and now through the second part of this one, this thing's kind of, taking that wrong way turn, but let's see if we can get it gathered back up. The call from the starter stand is going to be a single file restart, so In a straight line, we will find Tyson Pankow now leading over Jason Salter, Caleb Ramsey, Kyle Surratt, Rocky Battenfield. Oh, Rocky pulling the rabbit out of his hat to be up in the top 5. Miners, Blackberg, Revis, Justin Holt, now Chad Rigby, the number 53, from 21st starting position now up into the top 10. Big run for him. Biggest sleep of the night has to be to that car, number 21, Jim Revis, up in the 8th spot. He just started the evening in 24th. Biggest gainer of the night, that number 21 car. As we go back, green flag racing on lap number 52, so under 10 laps to go. And we did see 3 attempts at overtime in the UMP Modified Series here at the same racetrack. Now another car going around again at 3 and 4. And I think that was climber time over there, the number 98 that was around doing a whirly bird. And I couldn't tell if it was a selfie or if he had help over there or not, but it happened quick. Austin Miners, so the number 8 goes around. Jack's already ready. TheBladeNote.com instant replay. It shows it over there once again. I believe it was Climber and the number 8 of Miners involved, and 16 of David Blackburn. The 97 of Battenfield has a role in it as well. So, it's going to be tough to call the penalty. Looking at, I see it now. It was the 8 car of Austin Miners who into the start of it, into the back of the 97 of Rocky Battenfield. So around and around they go, and well, we're going to stop at some point. But is it going to be regulation time or is it going to be in overtime? Because we work under yellow now on the lap number 55, and I wonder if Tyson Pankow was liking these laps pacing under yellow, because he doesn't going to battle with the likes of Salter and Ramsey and, you know, the rest of the cats, Surratt, all those guys up there racing up in the top 5 off turn number 4. Tyson hits that loud pedal down. We go back to it over in turn number 1 and 2. Single file, everybody letting it eat up high. Who is going to be the first car to pull out of line? I don't see anybody happening outside the top 12 or 13 over there. Now I see 2 cars side by side back there for, looks like about 6th or 7th off of turn number 4. Revis and Blackberg having a good back there. 21 versus 16 now off of turn number 2. Trying to inch their way ahead and see if they can't gain some ground up front over Tyson Pankow, who is completing lap number 57. So, got 3 laps remaining here in regulation time for car 91 as he's down the back chute heading off into turn number 3. His good buddy right behind aboard the trash pan at number 10. Jason Salter, Caleb Ramsey, Kyle Surratt right there on the outside looking into a podium. Aboard car number 18, look at the run down low. The 10 car tries to take over in turn number 3 and 4 at May It's Caleb Ramsey, the 13, making a run down low under Salter. Drag race off the corner. Caleb not content to sit that thing in 3rd spot as he's going to try to race it out as we got white flag in the air. We're in turn number 3 for the final time already, and off the corner, it is going to be Tyson Pankow picking up the win in the Sunday Shootout this week. 2nd goes to Jason Salter. Caleb Ramsey holds on for 3rd. Kyle Surratt, Rocky Battenfield make up your top 5. With David Blackberg 6th. Jim Revis, the big gainer tonight, 24th up to 7th. Justin Holt gets 8th. Chad Rigby 9th. Alex Cummings rounds at your top 10. Justin Gledhill going to grab 11th. David Clymer for 12th. Eric Eichstadt 13th. Kyle Moyer 14th. Barrett Bishop finishes up in position number 15. It is Alex Brewer going to finish up in position number 16. Wes Wygan, Casey Brunson, Stephen Moore, Austin Miners running in our top 20. John Monkern will get 21st, but Mason Nichols 22nd. David Brewer, Brandon Culp, Josh Peacock, Derek Fedgenhauer rounding out our 26 car field from the Limaland Motorsports Park, where Tyson Pankow is the big winner. We'll talk to him and the rest of our top 3 on the post-race show coming up next over in Discord, presented by BladeNode.com. We'll be right back. All right, back here live at your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network Sunday Shootout Series for our buddies at DWR at Limaland comes to its conclusion. 60 laps of distance. Tyson Pankow picking up the win over Jason Salter, and our third place finisher going to join us now here from trackside aboard car number 13 of Caleb Ramsey. I feel like we just did this about 2 nights ago with Caleb over here in the top three. You did it once again there, buddy. Terrific run for you. Tell us about your race car.
Yeah, man, it was actually it worked out pretty good for me tonight. I was running around there, about fifth or so, and then Vedkenhauer had some bad luck there, and that put myself in a good position for the long run.
But you had a really good card. You said, you capitalized on a couple of guys' misfortune to get up in the top three. But, man, we saw a lot of green flag laps in the first half of the race. And the second, half was a lot of start and stop, a lot of yellow flags. Tough to get into a rhythm. How was your car going to fare over those long runs? Were you going to have something for the top two, or were you content with these short runs to stay up there in the top three?
My car was better, definitely long run. I felt like I had something, for the top two there at the end, but I didn't want to chance it and then end up wrecking. So I said,
well, you settled. That shows a class driver we have here in the number 13. Class drivers all over this DWR. These guys are the absolute best of the best, Caleb, and you do it in a great way. You get a third place spot. Once again, having a good week here on the network. Well, I guess we start at the week here on Sunday if you come from my world. But I'll give you the mic one final time, live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV, buddy. Take the floor away. And I'd like to thank out there watching. Great turnout out here watching this evening.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank the guys at DWR, Eric, Jason, and Jim. They do a great thing over here for all of us. I really appreciate that. I'd like to thank my teammates at Bulletproof Motorsports. Without them, I wouldn't be up here on the podium, that's for sure. Thank you guys for putting on a good broadcast every week. And just like to thank everybody out there that tunes in and supports me.
All right. Well, it's a great one right here, guys. Awesome, buddy. Mine, car number 13, Caleb Ramsey, finishing up tonight in position number 3. And hopefully he capitalizes on this good fortune and keeps turning in solid run after solid run. We walk a little bit further over here where I see the trash pan at car number 10 of Jason Salter, ready to lock and load as he jumps out of the race car after a well-earned night. Another second place run there, Jason. I don't know if you were better than Bubba's car up front. He had track position. He was good all night long, but your car was a pretty dang good piece there, brother. Tell us about it.
Hey, when Tyson got up top, man, I wasn't catching. He was smooth up there. He wasn't hitting the wall like I was, and man, he run off with it.
Well, he had it happening up against the wall, but for whatever reason, you always find something here at this track where your car works really good down low. And what is it about Limaland and the way you set your cars up down low to make position down there when most of the field really?
Well, Wednesday we ran good down low, with a lot of laps, and had a good fast car. But once the track went topside, I was screwed. So this time, I didn't really play with the bottom. I was like, I'm not even gonna let that happen again. I figured it was going back to topside again. So made a couple changes here and there, and come back with a good second place finish.
Well, brother, you did it again out here tonight. You double up on the podium. You're not down there with all the girls down there in Victory Lane or the party or whatever the heck's going on over there this evening. But I'm going to give you the mic one more time here on Full Velocity, brother, on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere we usually are. Take it away and take it away.
As always, man, I like to thank everybody for coming race with us at DWR. We love having this big group of guys we have running with us. They're excellent drivers and a lot of fun to race with. Like to congratulate my teammate, X91 Motorsports own Tyson Pankow for his first win at DWR, and Full Velocity Racing Network for the excellent broadcast.
Hold up. Did you say Tyson's first win at DWR?
It is.
Oh, my goodness. Well, we are going to have a party down there then. I'm sure you're on your way. Gatorade jug and whatever else Jason may find is going down there. We'll let Jason Salter. He's going to run down there because I know him and Tyson are good buddies. And we are going to run down here as well. It is going to be an absolute flipping party down here. We thought EJ Jones threw a party. Tyson Pankow gets his first win at DWR at Limaland. How the heck you feeling after this one, man? Congratulations. Awesome run.
No, it was amazing. It was amazing. I'm glad to get a win. Finally.
Finally. I couldn't believe it because I swear to God, I've seen you win races before, but Jason says first time here at DWR, you get in victory lane. I call this league the absolute pinnacle of iRacing dirt leagues. The best of the best, the cleanest of the clean, more respect for these guys out there racing with their competitors than anybody else out there. How great is it going to feel to finally call yourself a winner at this place? Because it's some of the greatest race over here, man.
It feels wonderful. It's such a hard thing to do. It's an open setup league, which not a lot of street stock leagues do that. It's hard. It's hard to stay on top of the game because the setup game is always changing, always.
And you guys have done an awesome job, Tyson. Tell us about how the racetrack lit up here tonight because, we always talk about Limaland being topside dominant. We always expect guys to rub off the wall out there. Well, you ran the outside to absolute perfection where guys are bouncing off walls. You put that thing on the cushion and just let it ride, man. That thing underneath you had to feel like a dream out there.
Oh, it was perfect. I don't know that a setup ever gets perfect, but that car was perfect for the track conditions and my driving style.
Well, Tyson, you're a big supporter here at the network, and we certainly appreciate that. I know we got the stickers on the side of your car as well. Finally, down here in Victory Lane at DWR, brother, I give you the mic one more time on the network, live via Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitch TV. Thank you. We'd like to thank Tyson Pankow, finally a winner. God, that has a great ring to it, buddy. Take it away and thank you. I'd like to thank.
I want to thank DWR. Without them, I wouldn't be in this league, or there wouldn't even be a league. I want to thank, of course, you guys for putting on a great broadcast. Full Velocity Racing Network. My sponsors are Protodyne, Trash Panda Graphics. I also want to thank Jim Revis at E1G, Eric Eichstead at Eichstead Wraps, and of course Jason at Trash Panda. And it was a good win for X91 Motorsports. It's just a 2-car operation, real small, and it was a perfect night. 1-2. You can't get any better than that.
It does not get better than that. Well, finally, the 91 car finds himself in victory lane. Terrific job for our brother Tyson Pankow tonight. The big winner, I'm going to let him celebrate because there is a party about to erupt down here. Jason's down here pouring beer on him. I don't know what the heck that was over there. Somebody in here really, I don't know what the heck. I don't know if he had I think it was a trench coat, nothing underneath. I don't know what's going on. Limaland's always a party. Tyson down here going to party it up like nobody else can. Might make EJ Jones proud out there. Wonder how EJ's doing. Hopefully we talk to him here real soon again on the network. But that is going to do it for us here live at DWR. I got to thank all the gang over here, Jason, Jim, and Eric. Thank our great sponsors, Hanover Record Service, iRacing, iFlag, Voiles Trucking, BladeNode.com, South Texas Speedway, Montstar Productions, TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Evil One Graphics, and Full Throttle with the Gent. For everybody here at Full Velocity, we say thank you to our fans and our supporters. You make this happen for us each and every night. And got to thank Jack for all his great work each and every night he gives us here, especially tonight. Thank my partner in crime, Todd. I'm going to miss him here for the next night or so, but we'll convene with him back on Tuesday evening, I believe. Also, got to thank Ron Piles. Got to thank Martin Koch for all his help. And once again, all you guys out there for watching. For all the gang here at Full Velocity DWR, we'll see you next time back here live tomorrow night, back at Dirt Slinging Outlaws. Todd will be there with all the gang at the Williams Grove Speedway. So until then, have a good night, everybody. Great time here tonight at Full Velocity. Stay tuned. More great coverage coming up next. Check us out, fullvelocitytv.com. See ya.